Hello guys, how are you? I know it's a little late. I was kind of pre-prepping so I wouldn't take very long. We're gonna do something for dinner. It's too hot to cook. I don't know about you guys, but I've been sweating all day. So we're just gonna do a charcuterie board with some fruit and veggies, some meat, cheeses. Kind of keep it simple tonight. So first up, we're gonna use our quick slice. This is really handy. I like it for the bell peppers. And you're just going to set that on there, slide this down just like that, and you have sliced bell peppers. We'll do the other half quick. Super easy to prep. Be ready for, dinner tomorrow, lunch, snacks. I'll show you the charcuterie board I'm putting it on next. Then I tried something. I have not done cheese with this, so I tried cheese and it actually worked okay. The slices are a little on the thicker side, so I mean, if you don't like the thick slices, then I would say probably don't do that. But just like that, it's pretty well sliced and ready. So that's our quick slice. Bring this over here really quick. This is our charcuterie board. It has a removable tray. So we have some French onion dip, which we use. You just add yogurt, sour cream, or mayonnaise, your choice. About a tablespoon is all you need to a cup of your yogurt or sour cream, whichever you choose. And that just sets in there. So we have our bell peppers, we have some celery. Now we're gonna do some cucumbers really quick. So I'm going to cut this in half because I have another idea for the cucumbers. I'm going to stick my cheese over there. I have another board. So, see if you can see. We're going to use the mandolin on the cucumbers. I totally just dropped that off there. Let me see what the setting is. We want a solid mix, a fairly good thickness, I think, on cucumbers. So we're just going to stick this in here. And so, I don't know, I probably would want a little bit thicker. That is on a 3. We're going to go about a 4 or 5. And I like that a lot better. Your safety guard so you don't chop your fingers off. Super easy. We have cucumber sliced. We're going to put that with our celery. And we have room for another dip, ranch, something like that. Honestly, I'll probably just leave it empty. So super easy. We have one board done, ready to go. This is my other board. This is going to be meat and cheese. So I ran this through the quick slice again. So we have like little long rectangle ones, which is fine. Just experimenting, seeing what all we can do with it. So something else I'm going to experiment with. It says not to do cheeses in the rapid prep, but it didn't say anything about meat. So I have some summer sausage here. We're going to try. I should have already had it open. Because guys, I don't want to say I'm lazy. I just don't want to stand and sweat all night doing stuff. You know what I mean. So you can leave the skin on, take the skin off, your choice. I think we're going to leave the setting that we have. We're just going to put that right back in there. You guys see. I don't want to knock my board off. Hang on just a second. Need a bigger table. There we go. Guys, super easy. Look at that. Summer sausage sliced. with the mandolin. How nice is that? So my other new trick I have now, kind of just set that on there. It's not very pretty. That's okay. It's just us. And then the other thing I have is some Polish sausage that we're also going to try. It is still a little bit frozen, but that's okay because it'll thaw here pretty quick. Same thing. And then let's stick both of them. I just cut that in half. So let's see what happens. So I guess if you care about looks, then you might not want to use the mandolin for that. I honestly don't care a whole lot, but there's those pieces. I'm not sure what I'm putting in the middle, to be honest. I haven't decided because I have way too much already, but I just want to show you some quick, easy tips if you're like prepping for a party or something like that. So that board is pretty well done. We're gonna say, and then I've already got this kind of prepped. We have some blackberry, raspberries, grapes in here, oranges, plums, apples, peaches, and if you've been watching, we have our Wedgers on sale. So this one is actually the fruit wedger, and we're going to use it for the peach. And if you can tell, it's got a platform here for this to set on. So it sets there perfectly. And this lines up, it's slotted for the pit and everything. Pit comes out. Perfect peach slices. And then we're going to do the same with the apple. And this is our apple wedger. Comes with a protector on it. And guys, these are buy one get one this week only. Plus, if you order from me, I'll get you another 25% off. So there's our apples. So with the mandolin, I'm going to say probably not should do meat because it might dull your blade. But I did it, so I was just wanting to try it out and see what happened. So I'm not exactly giving you permission. Okay, and then the oranges, we have the fruit wedger. Same thing, it just kind of fits down in its little slot. Make sure I had that lined up right. And super easy. Comes out, we get slices of oranges. And then, so I did a plum. Probably if they're a little bit on the firmer side would be better because the juices just did kind of spread. And I actually used the fruit one instead the first time around. So yeah, that one sliced a lot better. So keep it kind of firm. Then we have some plum slices. We have apples and peaches. Really easy there. Eva, would you hand me a paper towel, please? Kind of clean this up just a little bit. Get some room in here. Thank you. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is some strawberries. And I'm just going to use the cup slice really quick. So guys, these are really quick, easy prepping tools that saves a lot of time in the kitchen. I'm just putting this in the smaller cool and serve. I'll show you in just a second. You just stick it on the base, it snaps, and then your fruit comes out. We have a banana, we're going to do the same thing. Guys, how much time is that saving? Super, super easy. We could probably do another banana. You could make a margarita dip or something like that in here for this fruit. I'm not going to tonight, just to save some time, but you totally could do that. So that's done. I have some tomatoes. You could also do the cup slice with it. I also have this. This is the decorative tool. Let's see if I can find the other piece. Hang on just a second. There's a little platform that goes on there. So if you had bigger tomatoes, you could do it. Let's see. I'll show you really quick. This is really kind of too small for what we're doing, but I'll show you. See how that cuts into like a flower. So if you want it to be like really fancy on your board, you could totally just cut your tomatoes, line it up, give it a twist, let it drop through, or use the platform, and there it comes apart again. Just do a couple more really quick. They're actually turning out really cute. They look like little tulips. Oops, I dropped that one. So you just got to kind of get it centered so the blades hold it. And then it comes off again. See how they look like little tulips? You could put like toothpicks or something on there if you wanted to. So just a cute little idea. The other thing is the cucumber. I want to do that. Same thing, you just drop it in here, give it a twist, put it on the platform, it'll pull out, and then it's cut too. A twist, and then see. So if you wanted to try to be all fancy, you could totally be fancy. There's another one, so you can tell I didn't get it down in there far enough, but that's okay. Couple more quick. I just do this instead of using this. So really cute. Here's our other board we have with our little tulips, cucumber flowers, some roast beef, some ham, summer sausage, some Polish sausage. And then the big thing I also wanted to show, so the Crinkle cutter, you could also cut your cheese with that. But I just cheated and did the quick slice, so you could use this. This is going away, so this is something to grab up here pretty quick. You know, supplies, if they go out, then they're out. So definitely grab you one of these. I should have showed you. Let me just do it quick. I have plenty of cheese. Cheese, it is fancy eating, I guess, but you know, it's also prepping for the next couple of days, so we will eat it, especially on these hot summer days. So it looks like little cheese fries, but you could totally use the Crinkle cutter on that. Might be even easier than quick slice. I was just trying new ways. So Wedgers, buy one get one this week only, plus I'll give you 25% off if you order this week. That includes the pineapple wedger also. So how many of you guys know how to pick out a pineapple? I did not know this. My mom worked produce for a long time. So one day she came over, she goes, you know if it's a good one or not, don't you? And I said, how? And she's like, you just pull the inside which Eva already did. It's not gonna do it. Eva, bring me that other pineapple. She already pulled the middle. Anyways, this one's ready, but we'll check the other one quick. So something about fresh pineapple. I'm not a pineapple fan, but fresh pineapple, yes. So if you want to know these are ready, see how easy that popped out of the middle. She says that's how you know they're ready to pick. So we have a good pineapple ready to go. I'm using the Charcuterie knife that I love so much in the kitchen. I have 2 of these. Probably should cut that a little bit farther back. There we go. So you just want to cut that so you have a flat surface. Get all those little pieces out of the way. This is the pineapple slicer. I have another thing I want to try. It might be a flop doing it on live, but we're going to do it anyways. So just set it on top here. You do have to kind of work it a little bit. Some people say put some muscle in your poop. Okay. And then just snap it on the base. If I have it lined up right, it'll go down the rest of the way. These pieces will come out. Guys, I'm already sweating. There's your pineapple. There's the middle. And you know the crinkle cutter? Boom, we have slices of pineapple. I don't have a platter for it, but you have that ready to go. Super easy. Eva, bring me that melon, please. I forgot to get the melon. So they didn't have cantaloupe. And this is what I'm going to try. I don't know if you're supposed to do it, but if it works for pineapple, and it's tough, surely it has to work for a melon, right? I don't know. You know, the melon doesn't need to be cored, but it's got seeds in it. So I thought, why not? Let's try it. I don't know if we can balance this thing. Who thinks we can do it, and also if we shouldn't do it? I think I'm gonna put it down here. This is probably not the smartest thing to do, so don't do what I do. Okay, I'm gonna say no. I had to try. Maybe a cantaloupe if it was a little softer. But don't do that. Don't, you know, I'm lazy. I need quick and easy. So that didn't work, but that's okay. We'll just go this way. Live and learn, right? So there's our honeydew melon. I'll finish that up later. We have pineapple. We have our large cool and serve with all of our fruits. Our fancy meat tray and our fancy flowers. Summer sausage, Polish sausage, cheese sticks. Eva's already stealing stuff. And then we have our bell peppers, cucumbers, celery with some French onion dip, and the charcuterie board by Pampered Chef. So I know I kept you long enough, but I just want to show you really quick, easy summertime meal that you can throw together, have it prepped for the next day, especially for the kiddos. Wedgers, buy one, get one. I'll hook you up. Quick slice, cup slicer, crinkle cutter, all of it. Anything that you saw, let me know, and we'll make a bundle and try to make you a deal. You guys have a wonderful evening.